Well, hello, my name is John Bradley. I'm the Secretary of the Department of Environment, Land, Water and Planning in the Victorian Government, but I'm also the President of IPAA Victoria. And before I go any further, I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which this message was filmed, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge all First Nations people across Victoria and those who listen to this message. Well, it was in 2002 that the United Nations General Assembly designated the 23rd of June as UN Public Service Day. It's a really important day that celebrates the value and the virtue of public service to the community. It highlights the contribution that public service makes to the development process, and it recognises the work of public servants. I am lucky that I've worked in 3 different jurisdictions in Australia, but I'm also lucky to have worked in some overseas countries in a post-conflict environment where they were rebuilding their essential services. And so I'm really aware of just how universal it is to see people working in our sector who put the community first. There's been certainly nothing that matches the standout efforts of the public service in working through and innovating during the pandemic to support community at a really challenging time. They've achieved all of that while also living through their own family disruptions and managing the impact of challenging times as they've done homeschooling, as they've worked around their kitchen table, as they've managed their disability caring role, or they've supported elderly parents, or as they've lived alone or worked in share houses. It's been an incredible period to see the commitment of public servants. And so to mark Public Service Day this year, I'm really happy that IPAA Victoria is launching a new series to highlight the extraordinary individuals who work in the sector and provide outstanding public service, as well as the breadth of work that gets done. There is a lot of comfort in working for the for-purpose sector, and there's a great Gandhi quote that the best way to find ourselves is in the service of others. But we also know that so many of the teams that we work with are pretty fatigued after the challenges of the pandemic. And IPAA Victoria wants to showcase and celebrate the work of public purpose sector employees in a really positive way. Through partnerships, through connections, through empowerment, IPAA Victoria is here to ensure there is a strong and inclusive and representative voice for the public purpose sector. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people who provide public services to the Victorian community: local government, state government, federal government, community groups, for-purpose institutions, and emergency service organisations, to name just a few. And the diversity of that work that the sector delivers every day is truly life-changing and transformational for so many in our community. So I hope that you enjoy the stories and find some inspiration in the personal reflections that IPAA Victoria has cultivated for UN Public Service Day. Of course, they merely scratch the surface of the countless stories that are out there, but we hope they give a flavour of what gets achieved on a daily basis across our sector. And please take this as a prompt to celebrate your own stories across your networks and to thank someone for the service that they give. Have a great day.